Goals! In today's video, we're going to talk about why having a goal is so good for you. So good for you. There are 7 reasons why, well, there's more than 7 reasons, but there are at least 7 reasons why having a goal is good for you. Let me tell you why you should be setting and trying to achieve goals. Hey there, go-getters! My name is Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I am the owner of The Best Part, which is a life coaching company that I created for women like you to help you go from overwhelmed to overjoyed. I spent years of my life without a true goal. I had goals, I had ideas, I had dreams and plans, but I wasn't working towards any of them. And when I say goal, that's what I mean. Actively working towards your goals, something that you are truly going after. And let me tell you, during this time in my life, I had nothing of importance going on. And looking back, I kind of hate that I wasted so much time, you know? So not all of it was a waste, don't get me wrong, but I know that I could have been doing so much more than what I was actually doing. But instead, I was making every excuse in the book. What if I suck? What if I fail? What if I hate it? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where to do it. I don't know how to do it. I'm not good enough. Blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. Be better, go-getter. I had a realization, and that realization was that time is passing. Whether I was doing anything with it or not, time is going to pass. And in my mid-20s, I was like, I am running out of time to do some of the things that I want to do. I have to start doing them now. Like get married and have kids and be the responsible adult that I always envisioned myself to be. I was a responsible adult, but not like I wanted, not like I had initially planned, not like I had dreamt of being. Now I know mid-20s sounds, you know, like it's way too early to be stressing out about those things, but I wasn't married, and when you're a woman, you are on a time clock. So though that is a big deal for me, and these are things that I wanted, and I kind of had to be like, okay, I'm setting ultimatums in my life. If I don't, then these things aren't going to get done. And I think that we allow so much time to go by without doing that, that then we look back and it's been 10 years, and I'm now in my mid-30s, and you can look back and you go, holy crap, what did I do with that time? Or what did I not allow to happen because I wasn't focused on that thing? And I don't want that to happen to you at 40, 50, 60 and beyond. I want you to be able to be active and an active participant in your life in this moment in time. So that being said, reality checks hurt sometimes, okay? And I hate that, but it's true. So let's talk about what having a goal, a true goal, will do for you. And by true goal, I mean something specific, something measurable, something achievable, something relative, something timely, you know, something SMART. If you know, you know. Just kidding, it's an acronym. Look it up, SMART goals. I just went over it. That's what that is. Another way to define a goal is to say a goal is something that somebody else can tell once you've achieved it. So here's an example. You graduate from college or a technical like trade school. That's a certificate that you get. Somebody can tell that you achieved that goal. You get in shape. Somebody can tell that you've achieved that goal. You get moved up in your job. You advance in your skills in your job. You get life insurance, that's a goal. There are so many goals that you can be setting for yourself that are measurable and achievable, and that somebody else can go, oh, they've actually achieved that goal. Great, they're doing something. It's not about other people, but I do want it to just, that way you recognize, okay, this is not a dream, it's not an abstract thing, it's not just like a goal out there and glitter and it doesn't mean anything. This is something measurable and specific that you can actually put out there. It doesn't have to be big, it can be small, but having goals and multiple goals are beneficial. Let's talk about the 7 reasons why. 1, it provides direction for your life, for you and your everyday. It gives you something to be working towards. And having direction that you know you're going in helps with other decisions that you're making in your life, such as cutting out unhealthy habits or cutting off shitty friends, creating better relationships, building skills, managing your time better, getting more organized. All of these things tie together. And when you have a direction in your life, it just makes making the decisions that seem impossible that much easier for you, because you know what's going to work towards that goal and what is going to derail you from that goal. Number 2 is having a goal provides a way to gauge your self-improvement. There's something so solidifying and exciting about seeing progress. So Why do you think so many people love to see before and after photos on Instagram or social media, whatever social media it is that you follow? We follow those accounts because we love to see people who have managed incredible before and after transformations. It gives you hope for your before and after transformation. It gives you a framework for the possibilities of your own before and after transformation. And taking your own before and afters, even just by doing mental checks of where you are, like writing or journaling your experiences, writing down your goals, where you are at now versus where you want to be, those practices are useful in keeping you motivated as well as keeping the needle moving towards that goal. Having a way to gauge your personal self-improvement is going to let you look back and go, this is where I started. Oh my gosh, look at how far I've come. So you're setting milestones for yourself, and then with each milestone, because I think it's really easy to have 3 months go by and feel like nothing is progressing. But if you look back at where you were 3 months, and that's why writing and journaling is really beneficial for this as well, because when you look back and you read those notes to yourself, you're like, holy crap, I do remember that. I remember, and now all the knowledge that I have because I've been reading the books and been taking the action, it's so nice to have those before and afters. Number 3 is goals provide more anchorage than a simple talk it out session. And what I mean by that is that there's actually a point to your discussions in your everyday life, the things that you're talking to other people about, and the things that you're talking to yourself about. When you have anchorage in your goals, there are real useful decisions that can be made by you to help you progress. When you have a goal, discussing your frustrations for your day-to-day concerns, for instance, are actually more productive because you're not just trying to complain, you're actively looking for a solution or resolution to your problems. By creating a goal when something comes up, you don't just go, oh my gosh, this thing sucks, this thing is in my way, and life sucks, and woe is me, and I'm a victim, and all the things. No, instead you go, okay, how do I bypass this? How do I get through it? What can I learn from this? And what is the next step? Because you do have a goal that you're working towards, and you know that there is some type of progress that needs to be made. So it really does help to gauge, and it helps to create more constructive conversation versus just conversation that goes nowhere. You just complain to complain, which we all do it. Okay, we all do it, but let's try to be a little bit more constructive. Number 4, having a goal is simply good for your mental health. I have a whole video about anxiety where I talk about this, and I will link it either in the description of this video or somewhere on the screen. It depends on when that video comes out, but I do think that this is honestly something that is very important for your mental health. Having a goal, or multiple, is so good for you. It gives you something to look forward to. It gives you some meaning. It gives you purpose. It can help you invest yourself into things and what can otherwise feel like something that's mundane and boring and useless. For instance, everyday activities like going to work and paying bills. When you have a goal, doing these things won't seem so awful because you know that you're doing those things in part for the greater good of the goals that you have. Personally, I love to pay bills because it makes me feel like I am taken care of, like everything is concrete, like I'm solid, like I'm comfortable, and like I can focus on what's most important to me. So paying my bills is very important. But the same goes for credit, the same goes when you are in debt, when you are struggling with your bills, when you're struggling making ends meet, you cannot think at the highest creative that you naturally have because part of your being is obsessed with these other things, understandably so. And so for me, I like to make sure that I can take care of my bottom line, and in taking care of my bottom line, it makes me that much more creative and that much more free to do the things that I want to do to pursue my goals. So it is very good for you to go on ahead and have some type of goal that you're set. Even if you are struggling with those other things, having that goal will make taking care of those things easier and less stressful. Number 5, having a goal helps you prepare and get ready for transformation. Now this is for somebody who knows they need to change, but refuses to acknowledge that change is needed. Now, listen, the only thing better than preparing for change is going through the process of change. And the process of change is exciting and rewarding. Watching results happen in real time, yes, please. Having a goal is like telling your mind, buckle up, buttercup, we're doing this, and then you do it. That's awesome. Having a goal, the actual goal, is critical for getting that transformation, because then you know what that transformation looks like. And not only that, having that goal helps you go, okay, what do I need to prepare? What do I need to gather? What do I need to mentally start gauging in order for me to go after this goal? And it does help you get out of the pessimistic life views and get more into the active perspective. Number 6, having a goal helps stop indecision. Now, this is for somebody who won't try anything new. Listen to me, okay? I'm a very indecisive person. I have noticed store associates at Victoria's Secret will be watching me very closely because I look suspicious when I'm shopping sometimes. I don't really mean to. It's just that I'll pick an item up and then I'll put it back and then I'll walk away and I'll come back and I'll pick another item up and I'm have these two items and I'm comparing and contrasting and I'm going in my mind over all of the things and I'm weighing pros and cons in my head, and then eventually I will decide to buy or not to buy. But I'm just overthinking, okay? I'm not actually trying to steal anything, I'm overthinking. But at some point in time, even I know, and you overthinkers out there, you get it. You have to pull the trigger and make a decision. You have to. Once you make a decision, you gain data. And that data will tell you either you made the right decision or you didn't. It's really just as simple as that. It will also tell you what more information you need, but you can't know that if you're not making the decisions to move forward in your life. So make the decision. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay. Learning is the key here. If you are afraid to try something new, you are never going to accomplish your goals. And I'm sorry, but you've got to understand that in order to accomplish something, you can't keep doing what you're doing now. You have to try a new thing, a new technique, a new approach, a new perspective, a new whatever it is. You gotta try something new, baby boo. Sometimes the truth hurts. It sucks to hear these types of things, but you gotta hear it in order to make some choices and make some changes in your life. So if you are an indecisive person, chances are the decision that you need to be making, and you need to make it and you need to stick with it. Now, number 7, and the last one of the reasons that you should be setting goals for yourself, is that having a goal is the number one way to ensure that you are being productive. Now, this one really hits home for me personally. For the longest time, I felt like I had no direction. I had no purpose. I was searching desperately for it. I wanted to feel like I was doing something worthwhile with my life, with my time, and with my abilities and with my talents. Most people, I can't say this for all because I'm sure there are some people out there who just do not care, but most people want to feel productive and they want to lead a life filled with purpose. And I know it sounds so simple, but having a goal will literally give you some purpose in life. It might not be exactly what your purpose is, but it will start taking you on that journey. Because if it's something that you care about, there's a reason that you care about that thing. There's a reason that God has placed it on your heart to care about that thing. And it doesn't matter that it's a selfish goal. It doesn't matter that it's a goal for your neighbor or a goal for your community. It doesn't matter what type of goal it is. Like I said, there should be multiple goals. Just have a goal and be working towards something. It's good for you. It's good for progress. And it's so, so good for your purpose. Here is a hint to help you find that personal goal or that thing that you want to be doing, especially if you're thinking you want to be doing something entrepreneurial or starting a business. It's a trifecta. First question is, what things are you good at? The second question is, what things do you like? And the third question is, and how can you get people to pay you to do those things? Those are the questions that you want to ask yourself and write down as many examples and as many categories as you can think of. And then work on those things. For me, it took me realizing that I enjoy helping other people navigate their circumstances and navigate their emotions and helping them with their goals. I love philosophy and I love theology and I love psychology and I am a super nerd and I'm okay with that. I love deep and meaningful conversations. Ask my clients, we are constantly trying to solve the world's problems. It's just the way that my brain works and it's my jam. Now, what's yours? It's all very personal. And if I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't have wasted so much time on fruitless activity. Well, yes, I know I couldn't resist the Beatle quote, but seriously, set a goal or many And let me know down below what kinds of goals you're setting for yourself. I would love to know. So if you didn't know, I am a personal development and mindset coach, and I teach women how to invest in themselves so that they can become the best version of themselves and go after their dreams and lead more fulfilling lives. Now, if you're interested in getting personal one-on-one coaching from me, I have a website and it will be linked down in the description box below. I also have a free Craving Clarity video that you can watch to help you get clarity on your life. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram and shoot me a DM asking me about it, and I will send it over. The link to my Instagram is also in the description box. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, and remember that you've got this. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.